PlayStation 5 teardown.
Yeah, Sony finally dropped that. Xbox did this however many months ago with the Series X.
Yep.
But Sony finally decided to sit down, made their own YouTube video, and dropped a full unboxing of I'm not unboxing, full teardown of the PS5. And there were some noticeable and interesting things in there that I kind of was pleasantly surprised about, I would say. First thing off the back though, this thing is big. Like, I mean, we said this when it first came out because
Yeah.
we did like the estimate of the seat of the Blu-ray drive. We were like, okay, if that's the size of the Blu-ray drive, we can kind of extrapolate how big the thing is. And this is a big boy. And when he was unboxing, when he was tearing it down, I was really like,
Yeah,
this is like a scaled up version. No,
he's sitting next to it, and it's like his entire torso.
yeah, it's his whole torso. Like, I was honestly like, oh, this is like a scaled up version, just for camera purposes, Nope.
Yeah,
That's a legit, that's a legit thing.
it's a unit.
And it's a unit, but one thing I will say that I was really pleasantly surprised about is like this thing is designed well, in the sense of it's well thought out, whether it be from just how the base is I guess made, like it can be stood up vertically. And one question we had on release is like, is this something that only stands up vertically? No, you can put it sideways because the base actually clicks in to like a specific spot. And there's also a screw at the bottom of the base that keeps it up vertically that you can unscrew and then store in the base itself. Like, that's just like they thought that through,
Yeah,
storing the screw,
like
in a place.
I like to think that someone who on their team lost the screw, and it was like, we need to do something about this.
It's like, if this happened to one person, we know it's gonna happen to somebody else. So it's like, come on now. So yeah, it's I like the design of it. It's different. So, and the plates, I guess the plates on each side, they're removable, and they hide one large, like pretty large fan
The two large
that
fans, one on each side.
oh, is it two? I thought it was like one big fan in the middle that just that
Oh, I thought
does
it was two fans. Was it? Is it actually one?
Yeah, I believe it's one, because when he did tear it down, it was one fan, but it was like a really like thick fan. It was almost the entire like thickness of obviously the black part of the PS5.
Oh, okay. I
And they even thought about the dust catcher, like, like there's areas where dust is collected, and you could vacuum out that, to collect, to clean out the system. It's really well designed. I also do like the fact that there is an NVMe slot, right, for expandable SSD storage, basically.
yeah.
We also saw a massive, and I'm talking about a quite a large, like I already said, the fan was, a big fan, but we're talking about some massive, a massive heat sink that's on their board, right?
Yeah.
This thing is big. This thing is almost like the entire, like it almost goes the entire like length of the board to some extent.
Yeah, the
And
heatsink takes up basically the uh it's like a one heatsink for both the GPU and CPU, it looks like.
yeah, yeah. And we're also talking about when it comes to what's, I guess, thermally, I want to say thermal insulation, but what's assisting that heat transfer into the heatsink is they put liquid metal. So that's a one, not a cheap that's not cheap to go and do. And two, the application process for liquid metal itself is not something that is easily automated. It can be very tricky. So when you do look at the actual area of the chip that is covered in liquid metal. There's almost you can kind of see like two foam barriers around that kind of make sure that that liquid metal stays, you know, within that area, because you don't want liquid metal touching any other part of your board. That's an easy way to short circuit your stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
Is
you
it
know, I think PlayStation went hard with this
yeah.
this whole with the PS5, you know?